Look at that. I'm gonna do a video on this. Hey, guys, remember how I talked about Gavin and Nug, right?
Yeah.
How Gavin's the white version? Because look, Gen Z created a new type of man to avoid. There's young men strutting around with tote bags, holding up feminist literature and showing off their newly purchased vinyls. This is a performative male, the latest meme. Performative male doesn't perform traditional masculinity a la Jim Bro. He's a curated, notably alt intellectual, and in Gen Z terms, soft aesthetic with the purpose of attracting progressive chicks. They drink matcha, read bell hooks, and listen to female singer-songwriters and carry emergency tampons. I told you guys, this is Gavin right here.
No, that's guys, Loki. That's Loki. He's a trickster.
Seriously, but guys, people don't understand when I talk about Gavin, the starving artist, right? News boy, hat, hipster. Look at this, guys. There you go. Wait, where's he at?
Nah, I disagree with King Raymond. Johnny Depp was always a cool guy.
This guy. And Johnny Depp actually has talent. Guys, here's the thing. Guys, there's a reason why Johnny Depp is the way he is. Okay? And I
you guys know where he got his start?
He was on 21
Jump Street. Guys, and you know who was supposed to be the ladies' man? Who was supposed to be the breakout star to be the ladies' man?
Who's that?
That it was intended to be Richard Grieco, but Johnny Depp ended up stealing it.
So, guys, Johnny Depp was a pretty boy. Hollywood only wanted him to be like a pretty boy heartthrob. So that's why he's been taking on such strange roles his entire career, is so that he's not just getting roles based on his looks. And he did a good job of it. You know what I'm saying?
And he was in the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep, that's true. That's like Helena Bonham Carter did the same thing.
Yeah.
They wanted her to be this like kind of cute British chick, but then she decided to take all the weird roles. And you guys know who else is doing this? Guys, Kaylee Kuko. She's made so much money in Big Bang Theory that now she does all these odd, weird roles because she doesn't want to be typecast as the duncy hot chick. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I like actors and actresses who do that. Yeah, guys.
Edward Scissorhands.
So, guys, I've been telling you guys that we've been saying this forever. Gavin, a starving artist. Yeah, man, I'm like not like aggro, bro. I'm like a feminist. I listen to like, Nina Simone, bro. I read like Susan B. Anthony's like original writings, bro. Please. All it is dudes trying to smell girls' panties. That's all it is. This guy said, there's a darker interpretation. Maybe these men are not what they seem. Perhaps their tastes and behaviors are all perception. The performative male has joined a group of suspicious masculine archetypes that came before it. The two-faced wife guy, the toxic male manipulator. So how do these signifiers of performance male come to fall under suspicion? Should you really be worried about dating a man who listens to Claro? Is it bad to be a performative when gender is inherently a performance? There you go. This is why the left will always eat themselves. From hipsters to soft boys to the more derogatory offshoot of cuck boy, the internet has long questioned the integrity of this genre of men who eschew traditional representations of masculinity either through their personal style or consumption habits. In the age of TikTok, the average person, even one who doesn't live in Bushwick, has become a lot more familiar with men who embrace a sense of freedom around gender. So the app has given the average man a historically novel public visibility, making a significant difference to their public presentation and also their ability to play with gender presentation. This is all such woman BS, guys. Guys, we are out here working, so none of this matters to us. So this exposure to wider acceptance, the genre of men, hasn't exactly made us less confused about them. On the one hand, they're often assumed to be emotionally intelligent, unproblematic, so politically progressive, if not outright feminist. But is this an act? Of course it is.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
It seems like the internet is caught in this perpetual cycle of glorifying and later questioning the integrity of these men. So whenever they gain publicity, pop singer Harry Styles, for example, was once lauded for dancing with men in his music videos and wearing feminine articles of clothing. For a time, though, he also faced charges of queer baiting, a term of queer aesthetics by straight cis men for their own personal, professional advantage. Guys, look at this, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Hey, man. He doubles his dating pool. I got to give him credit for
that. Foster finds that skepticism around men who don these aesthetics is partly a conversation around privilege. There it is, of course. The critique is that men are reaping the sort of social and symbolic set of rewards for participating in these feminized and sometimes queer aesthetics without bearing any of the costs that come typically circled around queer and marginalized men or women. So, guys, this is why you don't bend your knee to the wokes, right? You can never be woke enough.
I know two guys that play for the other team, and they cannot stand the militant gaze. It pisses them off.
But hey, Gordon, did you know that you have masculine capital?
Really?
Foster found that men who feel comfortable wearing dresses or drinking matchas are often men who already possess masculine capital, i.e. they're cisgendered, white, conventionally attractive, and middle or upper class.
Right.
Look at that, guys. What is going on?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Look at that.
You know, the only place I want to drink a fruity alcoholic beverage is where the topless women on a tropical island are serving them.
Yeah. I don't understand it, man. I don't. This is why you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Look at. He has that these soft boy signifiers often have the reverse effect of focalizing their conventional attractiveness. Take, for example, Styles wearing his pink fringe vest that displays his six-pack abs. Come on. Come on, guys, really?
Yeah, that tattoo just screams, go ahead, hit the poofty.
He's a sword swallower. A pillow boy, He said that fart huffer has a butterfly target on it.
Yeah, well,
it isn't that signifier strategic or shallow, but rather they can read as misleading. M2 showed us that even supposed nice guys can be capable of alleged manipulation and abuse. Please. Now, the kind of guy who goes to therapy who's also treating his partner badly has become flattened into the starter pack style meme. The faux enlightened man has become a frequent observation in pop culture. Look at that. Someone says, in an effort to rehabilitate his image, following allegations of DV against Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt has taken on a more gender-fluid approach to fashion. Jonathan Majors did the same thing, wearing pink boots. Is there too much distrust between the sexes? Yes. Look at that. Someone says the performative male trend is aligned with much of the hostility that we're seeing in dating at large. We don't trust that anyone's intentions are good. That's women. Guys, men are that way because we get screwed. This hostility is viable in the level of suspicion, surveillance, and arbitrary rules that factor into dating right now. The legitimate warning signs that men can display that someone's style or dress or taste in books is perhaps not the thing to focus on. Look at that, guys. It's not a counterattack to wokeness, but a realization that some of the rhetoric of wokeness around heterosexual dating relations impose new restrictions that do not actually liberate us. So circling back to a place where it's okay to admit that you are that you are a person with desires and that you might act accordingly. Look at that, guys. Never, ever bend the knee to the wokes. So guys that actually are, I want a girl to take care of me and I don't want to, fight anyone who breaks into the house, right? I thought those are the types of men that these chicks want. But then the moment one comes out of the woodwork, it's,
how dare you?
Right? Look at that. Someone says, wait, so you're telling me that there are now people who pretend to be something they aren't in order to attract dates? This never happened in the history of the world. Someone says, peacocking has been around for a millennia. Facts. What a joke. Guys, this is the male feminist right here. And these chicks have been falling for this for so long.